If you're looking for Cinderellas,
What?
turn around cause we the fellas.
What?
If you want a song that's a cappella, look
What?
somewhere else cause we ain't the Bellas. If you want to hear from Nelson Mandela,
What?
you can suck it cause he ain't the fellas.
What?
So go ahead and grab your umbrella cause there's a 100% chance of the
Fellas.
fellas. A-E-I-O-U sometimes. Why? We are the fellas. Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening today. Matthew Huddleston here alongside Jacob Falconberry and Jason Mann.
Hey guys, I just wanted to ask you two. In that intro, y'all didn't include me. Is there something that you two have that I don't got?
We just hate you.
So
And we have talent.
I thought we had a better friendship than that, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've known you guys for a good couple of years, and I just cannot believe that y'all just made that intro without me. But
Well, you had to go run some errands.
yeah, that was code for hey, let's all skip class. I don't know what else y'all want from me. I'll let you guys know. So I'm just gonna go into what this segment's all about. Me hating on some societal manifestos, I guess. One thing that just grinds my gears, just gets me irked a little bit, is that if the speed limit is 35 and you're going 20, that kind of indicates to me like, hey, you ain't got nowhere to be, so go back to your house. Another thing that goes along with that is like, say someone's going like, the speed limit, like say it's 40. Someone's going 40. Well, they see me bobbing and weaving through traffic, right? Their dumb ass fucking hops out there and goes the same speed right beside that guy. Pass hole, I can't pass them. Going on to the next thing, large gaps in sidewalk. It's not something that really gets me. I don't find myself walking very often, but whenever I do,
It's very hard to believe.
Looking
Thank
tip-top
you.
shape.
Thank you, buds. But the thing is like when you do walk and you have like that little wood piece, like a lot of ECU sidewalks have, it kind of irks me. Like, why can't you just fill in the gap while you're there? You gotta come in and do like a hindsight job. Going on to the next thing. Every time I want to go to like a gas station with a drive-through, it's so convenient. They call them convenience stores, right? It's so convenient for everybody else to beat me there. Like,
That's what's so convenient about them.
yeah, like I could have went there yesterday, not a soul. Like say today, I wanted to go by Campus Corner, had like an hour of class, between classes. Wanted to go by Campus Corner, but everybody and their grandma's hanging out in Mississippi. Also, another thing about convenience stores, overpriced. You walk in there, you want a little deal of Skittles, you could have got out of the snack machine for $1, $1.50. Updates and data caps, cable, good old Cable One, stuff that's coming out, you want to download it, well, too bad, you're going to get audited and they're going to charge you. And if you do it too many times, like I know, they're going to up your payments. And that's not fun, believe it or not. And you guys watch TV, right?
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
going off on a wire. I'm just jumping point to point because there's no like segues into this stuff. So you're watching your favorite show, right? Commercials, no big deal. Commercials aren't a big deal. You get about 9 o'clock at night, and you start getting these like questionable infomercials. The ones that are like 3 minutes long. It's like, it's okay. Show me 30-second ad for each little deal. Split it up. 3 minutes of like 3 easy payments of $19.99. You know how many $19.99 commercials that I've seen in my lifetime?
Yeah, but
1999?
That's probably really close. It's actually insane. And the products that they're selling on those, you can find it at Walmart for an easy price of $5. No shipping.
No shipping and handling.
Yeah, no shipping and handling, nothing like that. You just go in there and pick it up. And that really kind of concludes it up right there.
This is where you can come and get the important questions asked.
If you ever need someone to talk to, it's not me, so don't ever ask. And I think that concludes it for me, guys.
Welcome to O'Reilly's Body Parts Store. We sell body parts for every occasion. Broken leg? Need a new spleen or a new pair of lungs? We have you covered. We guarantee lower prices than the competitor. But you can't ask where we got them from. Come in today to get our special offer. 2 new pair of legs for the price of 1. Oh, Oh, really? Body.
Hey guys, this is Jason. You're listening to The Fellas. I just wanted to come out and say thank you for being our captive audience. Thanks.
All right, so I guess it's my turn to tell a story, tell a thing. My life is pretty much one awkward moment after another. I'm socially awkward on a lot of different levels. And was one time I was coming home from somewhere, and my neighbor had a bunch of people at her house. I mean, like probably 10 to 12 cars at her house. And it was around Super Bowl time, and so we pulled in the driveway, and she's outside, and so I walked up to her, and I said, "Hey, you having a Super Bowl party here at your house?" And she said, "No, my brother just passed away, and we're all here mourning the loss of my brother." And so that was kind of like, what do you say to that? So, what's an awkward experience you guys have had in your lifetime?
Well, I think one of the awkward things that has happened in my life, I ride my bike a lot, and especially when I go to the park, I need to get a bell on my bike, just because when I'm like riding around, some of those paths are pretty small, and there's not a whole lot of room to maneuver if you're on a bike. And the most awkward thing is when you come up behind some people on this small path, you either have to yell at them to get them to move over to one side, or just awkwardly pedal behind them really slowly, just hoping that they'll look back eventually to see you back there. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they just stay there, and then I go around them. But that's probably the most awkward thing that has happened to me recently.
And there you have it. Those are our awkward moments. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Ada Death Valley got a deal going down about a Life Alert pacemaker combo, 3 easy payments of $19.99. That rounds off to about $70 if my math is incorrect. May cause nose growth, tooth decay, hair loss, abdominal pains, temporary blindness, indigestion, spontaneous combustion, heart failure, instant pregnation, and hypogonorrhea syphilis. Now, if that doesn't sell you the product, I don't know what will. I'm going to go there right after I get off this shift and get me one. Their phone number is 1-800-YOU-SUCK.
Hello, or should I say fellow, from all the fellas. Thanks for listening.
Hello, this is Jacob, and this is my advice segment. Today I'm going to be talking about balance and falling in relation to skating and in life. Now, I work at a skating rink, and I teach skate lessons every now and then. And some of the important things that I teach in skate lessons are balance and falling. And I take a lot of life lessons out of skating because it's kind of like life, okay? So imagine this. You're at a skating rink and everybody's skating around. And now that kind of represents life. Life is just one big skating rink. You're just going to keep going around, and it doesn't stop. Now, there are important life lessons to be learned while skating. Okay, so some of the most important things that I teach in skate lessons are balance and falling. The reason I teach those first is because balance is key. Balance is the most important thing to have while you're skating. Because if you're not balanced, you're going to fall. And if you fall, you might get hurt. Now, the reason we teach those both in combination, because you need to have balance, but in order to get better at skating, you're going to fall. And the important thing is to pick yourself back up. So that's why we teach that at the beginning. Now, I also relate this to life. You need to be balanced in life. If you're not balanced in life, you're going to come up short. You're not going to make a good grade on something. But now, falling is important too. Falling is probably just as important as balance. Because if you never fall, you never learn how to do it properly. And if you never learn how to do it properly, you're going to keep making the same mistakes over and over. That's again why we teach both balance and falling at the beginning of skate lessons. Because if you're not balanced, you're going to fall. But if you don't fall, you're not going to learn how to stay balanced while skating. Regardless of how skilled you are at skating or how skilled you are in life, we are all gonna fall down every now and then. What are some things y'all do in your lives to stay balanced?
Well, I don't lean too far left or to the right, and I always put my right foot down first because I feel off balance if I start off with my left. But after I get that first foot down, it's smooth going. And I like treating myself every now and then. I feel like everybody should do that. I feel also if you don't do that, I feel like you can get into a rut because no one's gonna treat you like you treat yourself. So just keep. That's what I like to do.
I think it was kind of an important thing you said was that not to be afraid to fall, because I feel like when we look at whoever our idols are, whether it's somebody in Hollywood or maybe somebody in our family that we look up to that's a lot older than we are, we see an outside perspective of they look like they have it all together and that they never fall, but they were once at the point in their life where because when we are born, we can't walk. We have to learn how to walk. We have to crawl for a little while, and then we start walking, and we get to a part where we'll stand up, and then we fall, and that's like, you see parents in these videos, they're like, clapping and laughing at their kids falling. Not that they're making fun of them, but they know that the kid is growing, and they're learning that, okay, when I stood up that time, I was leaning a little bit more to the left, like Jason said, and I fell, or I was leaning more to the right and I fell, and then over time they learned that, well, if I stand up and I can balance equally on both feet, then I'll be able to stand up, and so I feel like that was a good thing that you brought up about not worrying about falling, because everybody falls, and using what made you fall as kind of some advice and help for the next time when you do fall. Skating, laser tag, the movies, Walmart. These are just 4 of the 5 things you can do for fun in Ada, Oklahoma. Home of country music star Blake Shelton, we have 17 chicken places, 42 Chinese restaurants, and a long overdue closed Long John Silver's. If you love people who can't drive, unpredictable weather, and potholes on every road, Ada is the place for you. Ada, Oklahoma is conveniently not located close to any interstate, so come visit Ada today and get your car realigned tomorrow.
Hello, fellows and fellas. We want to thank you for listening to the Fellas Podcast.
All right, and that'll do it for this week. Thanks for listening. I'm Matthew.
And this is Jacob, and we don't really know where Jason's at. He's probably out running some errands or something.
So hopefully he'll be back before next week's episode, but
Hit it, Electro Pete.
if you're looking for Cinderellas,
What?
turn around, cause we the fellas.
What?
If you want a song that's a cappella, look
What?
somewhere else, cause we ain't the Bellas. If you want to hear from Nelson Mandela,
What?
you can suck it, cause he ain't the fellas.
What?
So go ahead and grab your umbrella, cause there's a 100% chance of the
Fellas.
fellas. A, E, I, O, U, sometimes. Why?
Oh, it wasn't even recording.